Obviously, I'm pleased to welcome you all to this special occasion as we officially open the doors to this new indoor practice facility at Virginia Tech. We're going to have more formal introductions later in the program today, but I do want to take the opportunity to introduce our stage party here with us this morning, including Kylie McGoldrick. She is a student athlete alum and a former softball player. She will be speaking first here in just a second. Mr. Bill Lansden, he is the Senior Associate Athletics Director for Development. Whit Babcock, Director of Athletics. Dr. Tim Sands, University President. And Sandy Davis, a very loyal supporter of Virginia Tech athletics.
You know, as we look around at Virginia Tech and this beautiful campus, we have amazing athletic facilities and an awesome staff that supports all of us. You know, you think, how could this place ever get better? But Virginia Tech just did that. We take a state-of-the-art practice facility and place it right in the middle of one of the most impressive collegiate sports layouts in the country. We just continue to make Virginia Tech the most beautiful campus in America. Softball was fortunate enough to use this facility in August when we had our preseason conditioning test. And as you all know, we like to be out on the field as much as possible, but the February weather does not usually work in our favor. So this will be an awesome opportunity for us to be in here, to get fly ball reps, to run through defensive situations, and to get that extra conditioning work in. But on top of that, all the other sports here at Virginia Tech are going to benefit immensely from this new facility as well. Lacrosse, soccer, football, it's all an incredible opportunity for them to get in here and continue working towards ACC championship seasons. So as I stand in front of you here today, just thank you so much to all the donors, the faculty, Hokie Club members, our coaches, trainers, teammates, for making this dream come true for all Hokies. We all lead with this campus through service and integrity, and it's absolutely awesome. So thank you.
I would now like to introduce the new Senior Associate Athletic Director for Development and Executive Director of the Hokie Club, Bill Lansden.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why we raise money here. Is to provide scholarships for our student athletes, because it's beyond football, it's beyond basketball, it's even beyond facilities. It's about this young lady and the other student athletes, and because of what you do here and your donations, they then graduate and they represent us. Somebody asked me the other day when I was talking to some friends in my hometown, you know, why'd you go to Virginia Tech? Why Virginia Tech? Well, they're the obvious reasons, right? The great academic reputation of our university. The success of our football program under Coach Beamer is unprecedented. Being in the ACC, the leadership of this university, when I interviewed, I cannot tell you the overwhelming enthusiasm by the people I met with about Dr. Sands and the direction we're going in under his leadership. Well, the one thing that stands out to me is you, Hokie Nation. Unbelievable spirit, passion for Virginia Tech, not just athletics, right? Not just your business alumni or engineering alumni, but about Virginia Tech. So it's the passion of Hokie Nation. It's the can-do spirit. And to those of you who donated, thank you. I want to have a special recognition to Sandy Davis, who's going to speak later. She contributed money for us to name the indoor field Patrick D. Cup, as you can see behind me. I want to recognize Stephen Johnson, who named the outdoor practice field. Brian Callahan and Wynn Sheridan, who named the road and entryway. And then a special recognition to Nick and Faye Street, RT Avery, and Jeff Veach. Thank you to them. Thank you to all the donors. It's going to be a great day today. And thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Without further ado now, my pleasure to introduce our Director of Athletics, Whit Babcock. Since his arrival here at Virginia Tech, Whit has maintained focus on comprehensive excellence, the student-athlete experience, and community engagement to make substantial changes in Virginia Tech athletics. He launched a new mission statement for the department, as well as a Pylons of Promise document that outlines the department's and the university's commitment to student-athletes while they're enrolled here at Virginia Tech. Tech. Whit's dedication to Virginia Tech student athletes has proven success with ACC championships in both men's track and field and wrestling, and 7 teams qualified for NCAA competition under his leadership. The university's student athletes also maintain academic success, as 50% of them had a cumulative grade point average of 3.0 or better last year. Please help me welcome Whit Babcock.
I'm thrilled to be here with all of you, and thank you for joining us to celebrate the opening of this first-class facility. There were many people instrumental in bringing the indoor practice facility to reality. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge a few of them, ask them to stand, and perhaps we can hold our applause to the end. It's around 7 or 8 folks, but just a few people that deserve a little extra recognition. David Chin, who is the project manager for Virginia Tech. John Angle, the project manager for WM Jordan Company. Jon Laaser, the CEO of WM Jordan, and I know this was a labor of love for him, and the special touches were amazing. Thank you, John. Tom Gabbard, who I know is standing in the back, one of our senior associate athletic directors. He's the best facility guy I've ever worked with. Congratulations, Tom. If Lou Merritt is here, the recently retired director of the Hockey Club, which along with his staff spearheaded the campaign. I'd also especially like to pause and ask Tracy Weaver and Craig Weaver to stand up, please, because this was Jim's vision. Miss Cheryl Beamer is here. If she could stand, please. She's back there. I know Coach is over in Roanoke. And the last group to stand, while I know many of you have helped many projects in some respect, but anybody, no matter what the gift amount was that gave to this project, or a family member that's related to that person, if y'all could just stand, and we'll close with a round of applause on that group, please. If you gave to the facility and supported it, we'd love to say thank you. The indoor practice facility was funded entirely through private gifts and resources. No state funds were used or university funds in any way. Without the support of so many loyal and generous Virginia Tech athletic fans, we would obviously not be here today. Every detail of this building was carefully planned. Its 92,000 square feet facility is the largest in the kind in the country, and I've been at a number of places. I've never been in one better, but even the little touches of the way the beams come down and the extra room over here, and so you can actually play a scrimmage and tackle going out of bounds, and all the other touches that make it uniquely Virginia Tech. You could fit 2 747s nose to tail in here. It's 200 feet wide and 400 feet long, and has a ceiling height of over 86 feet, high enough that kicking and punting can take place in here. But men's and women's soccer to be able to get in here, softball, baseball, lacrosse, a lot of our other sports for conditioning and get in and out of the weather. Actually, track and field will benefit significantly by Rector Fieldhouse, which we hope to renovate and make that a track-only facility, so it will touch every facet of our athletic department. We can also use this building as a recruiting tool for our sports. It is a statement. When you just look at the facility, you can see that it's a statement and a commitment the university and its donors, our donors, have to the athletic department. Virginia Tech is striving not only to be the best in athletics, but also in academics, research, and in student success. The person leading that charge is Virginia Tech's 16th president, Dr. Timothy Sands. He joined the Hokie Nation last summer from Purdue University, where he held numerous positions, including Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, and he served as the acting president for a time at Purdue. Prior to his time in the Midwest, Dr. Sands served in leadership roles and as a professor in the Department of Materials Science and Engineering at his alma mater, the University of California, Berkeley. He's also a widely published researcher and currently holds 17 patents in nanotechnology, which is 17 more than anybody else in the room, I would venture to guess. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our president, Dr. Timothy Sands.
This indoor, as you heard, this indoor practice facility means a lot to athletics, and it means a great deal to the university. Athletics is now better equipped to recruit student athletes, not only in football, but in soccer, track, softball, baseball, lacrosse. Our student athletes are fantastic, both on and off the field. They're an important part of our campus community, and we all benefit from their presence. Their influence as an example has helped make us the fittest university in the country, so named just a few days ago. athletic participation means much more than physical achievement. We've recently contracted with Gallup to survey our Virginia Tech alumni. And as a part of that, we asked them to look especially at our student athletes and to ask some similar questions so that we could understand what that experience was like and how it might relate to the experience that our other students have at Virginia Tech. And what we discovered is that NCAA student athletes at Virginia Tech as alumni thrive in all 5 dimensions of what Gallup measured in their physical, community, financial, social, and purpose at rates twice as high as the national average and higher than our students overall. One of our honorary alums, Sandy Davis, is on stage with us today. At this past year's commencement, Sandy was awarded the William H. Ruffner Medal, the university's highest honor for notable and remarkable service to the university. Sandy resides in Blacksburg with her husband, William Jack Davis. She owns BCR Property Management, which specializes in student housing in Blacksburg and the city of Radford. I'm delighted to have such an accomplished and extraordinarily generous Hokie here with us today. Sandy, will you please come forward and say a few words on behalf of these many donors?
Our stellar athletic programs are a source of tremendous pride throughout our region and throughout the world. The exposure that athletics brings is being leveraged in so many powerful ways which benefit all areas of Virginia Tech. Athletics helps a broader range of people recognize Virginia Tech and associate this fine university with excellence. That awareness, that exposure is vital. It helps people want to study here, to work here, and even to retire here. I know that each of you have your own personal reasons for supporting Virginia Tech and for bringing tribute to our tremendous athletic programs. And I would like to share my reason. I've never known a more devoted Hokie than my late husband, Patrick D. Cupp. I think the reason autumn was his favorite season was because when the leaves turned maroon and orange, he always said that was God's way of noticing the Hokies. We had contributed to athletics before Pat died in 2000. In fact, exactly a week before his death, we were honored on the field at halftime. And I will always be so grateful that he had that experience, and it was very special to both of us. After his death, I continued to support Virginia Tech in athletics, but I wanted to do something really special that Pat really would have been, had he been alive, would have wanted to do. And my husband Jack and I were at a Hokie dinner in Roanoke when Frank Beamer and Jim Weaver told their vision, their dream for this building. And I sat there and thought, the field, that's what I want to do in Pat's memory. And Jack immediately agreed. So here we are. Pat was so proud to be a graduate of Virginia Tech. His education, of course, played a major part in the success he experienced in business, but he was his happiest watching the Hokies win. He loved meeting fellow Hokies for the first time, reconnecting with alumni, and really seeing what Virginia Tech did to help people have a full and productive life. We can only imagine with anticipation and wonder the gifts that this wonderful facility will return in the future. But not just to Virginia Tech athletics, but to molding the characters and shaping the futures of the extraordinary young men and women who would develop their potential within these walls. If Pat were alive today, yes, he would want to be a part of this building, and I think he is, and I'm very, very happy to be standing here on the Patrick D. Cupp field. I want to thank each of you for coming to celebrate this wonderful building and for your continued support of the Hokie community and the great university that is Virginia Tech.